How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Ticker Fee video and welcome to the Ticker Fee family. So the ticker symbol we're going to be talking about today is AITX, which stands for Artificial Intelligent Technology Solutions. And specifically what we're going to be talking about is the Robotic Assistance Device, or RAD, signs a lease for a new facility production. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about their solutions that they provide. For example, Wally, Rosa, Scott, right? So we'll break that down, and then we'll finish the video off with a chart analysis and then a price prediction. Guys, as always, I really do appreciate you tuning in from all over the world. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if this is the first time you're hearing about the ticker symbol AITX, again, the company is Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. Now, they are an innovator in the delivery of artificial intelligence that empower organizations to gain new insight, solve complex challenges, and fuel new business ideas. So what does that mean? So through its next generation robotic product offerings, the company helps organize streamlined operations, increase ROI, and strengthen business. So AITX technology improves the simplicity and economics of patrolling and guard services. Okay, so that's what they do. They allow experienced personnel to focus on more strategic tasks, right? So they have a device or multiple different types of robots that are more geared towards the protection of guards. So instead of having actual humans as security, they've created ways to not have to use a human. For example, on the health side, instead of someone having a mask and checking their temperature, they've developed and have produced types of equipment or robots that will allow that staff not to have that exposure, right, and still be able to figure out if those people are sick or not. So let's check out the new facility that they just signed, and then we'll break down the solutions and then follow off with a chart analysis and price prediction. Okay, so let's get straight to the news. Now, March 18, 2021, keep in mind, artificial intelligence today announced that its wholly owned subsidiary Robotic Assistance Devices, or RAD, like I spoke of earlier, has signed a 10-year lease on a new facility in Michigan. Now, RAD will be taking possession May 1st of this 30,000 square foot light industrial building in the heart of the township. Now, the company plans to move much of its manufacturing, assembly, testing, and shipping operations from California to Detroit. Now, they say this marks another milestone in the march towards conquering autonomous remote sector. Now, the company anticipates hiring 75 employees to staff this township facility over the new few years. Now, the workforce for this facility will include electronic technicians, assemblers, quality control, warehouse, and some administrative staff. Now, most of the personnel will not be relocated. Now, the company selected the location due to the quality of the labor pool, affordability, and suitability to the company's R&D center, which is in Canada, just a few hours away, which, I think that makes sense, right? So the company's decision on this specific property was its large paved area and open field, right? So now they say, we welcome RAD to the Oak Township. Now, this is evidence of the resurgence of the area that a forward-looking company like RAD would choose Royal Oak Township as its new home. This release contains forward-looking statements, and it goes on and on and on, right? So the historical facts, the intelligence technology to provide obligations, working capital needs for operation revenues, and so on. But that is the big news, and that's the latest for them. So let's go and check out the chart itself, and then we'll finish the video off with a price prediction. So like I mentioned before, first I wanted to start off that they say they have a chart showing how much money the clients have saved up to date. So currently it's $8.75 million, which I think that's pretty cool. Now it has been featured on ABC, NBC, Fox, USA Today, and CBS News. Now here are the featured products. You've got AVA, which is Autonomous Verified Access. You got Rosa, the Responsive Observation Security Agent. Wally, wall-mounted version of Scott, and Scott is the Security Control Observation Tower, which is about 7 feet tall. Then you've got Wally HSO, which is the health screening or the rad way. So these devices, right? So you've got even the ROMIA, so that's the Rugged Observation Assistance Mobile Electronic Officer, right? So with that being said, you got to think about it. You've got this Scott, which is the 7-foot tall device, which allows you to basically replace the human. That way, when somebody drives by and they need to get into the parking area or within a facility, you have to show facial recognition. You've got the health screening with the temperature, and then you've even have the Romia, which is going to allow the this equipment to be a mobile equipment and basically just drive around and take place. So it's going to be cost effective for this company, right? So this is a big deal, and I like what they have to bring. This is something new and it's innovating. So I like these fundamentals. So let's finish off with that chart analysis. So for those that are still trying to learn the candlestick chart, I feel like there's a simple method of displaying that price information in the market, right? So it's a simple line chart, right? Each series of a candlestick chart contains 4 data points. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about real quick. So that's going to be your opening price, the high price, the low price, and then that's going to be the closing price. So when you're looking at the anatomy of the candlestick itself, there's 3 basic features. Okay, so with the body, it indicates the open and close range. The wicks, which are also called tails or shadows, which I've talked about in previous videos prior to this one, they are the long thin lines above and below the main body. Now these reveal the intraday highs and lows, right? So that's going to be the buys, the sells, the volume. Then the color, which most people understand what that represents with the price movement. So you've got green, obviously that's going to be price increase, and then you've got red, which is going to be price decrease, right? So when you're looking at the chart itself and you expand it out, now you're looking at the whole bodies, right? And so specifically as well, you're going to be looking at the resistance and the support. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's going to be the volume itself with the buys and the sells. And so a lot of times you're going to have a certain amount of volume, and then when you have a certain catalyst, it's going to pass that resistance, and then it'll have a new support. And so hopefully that helps you out when you're trying to read the charts. I've been talking about in the past few videos just to kind of better explain it for anybody that's still learning. But looking at this chart, as you can see, it has a lot of resistance, right? But it is a penny stock, right? So when you're looking at today, right, it opened at 0.12 with a high of 0.12 and a low of 0.1155, right? So obviously it's going to be in red because with the whole bodies, it's green when it opened up at X and then it closed higher than what X was, and then vice versa for the red. So clearly you can see the resistance, but I think when we continue to get more catalysts, there will be more volume, which will then provide a better support. Now, with that being said, I'm thinking maybe 0.17, maybe 0.20 in about 2 months, because currently, again, this is a penny stock, but there is a correction still going on. So anyways, guys, I hope this video helps you out. I hope you were able to take from this and add to some value for yourself and just when you're trying to decide on what stocks that you want. I really do appreciate you tuning in as always, and welcome to the Ticker Feed family.